through main, and we're really not wasting any time getting some presence here on the sites, getting the attention of Benji. Backing away though is Joe on the angle. Mephisto, they're trying to surround NV FlyQuest. A beautiful double kill though comes out of EGGSTER, and this is a signature agent, so I'm excited to see him shine. And jumping on in is his duo, of course, popping on cleanup duty. This is almost looking flawless for NV FlyQuest.
Even Munch, no chance there on the 3 versus 1.
Yeah, just seeing if someone was going to be tucked in with that dog, and this is very reminiscent of how that initial pistol started. NV FlyQuest just have to check that left corner, but Mephisto still with the early swing surprises NV FlyQuest. Poppin will be back in the picture, depending on how that ult goes. At least trying to scout through U-Haul. Does reveal Benji with the judge, something NV FlyQuest have to be careful of how they handle and how they approach it, but Thea keeps her distance and keeps focused. Now NV FlyQuest have set up a perimeter. Michaela and Munch have to break it apart from both sides of the map. Munch is traded some information for Michaela to work with, but what is feeling like a very impossible crossfire to walk into. 1v3. Around the corner, Ev will get a glimpse, and that's all she needed.
You're definitely seeing that Curly are actually giving a little bit more respect here on that aggression from Envy, and they want to try to flood Black as a group.
Oh, that silence, the calm before the storm, and both showstoppers exchange. I like that, Carly. We're giving more pushback, forcing NV FlyQuest to invest more and more, including the clone, the boombot, whatever else it is. But Benji is a menace in the shadows, getting away with a double kill before Thea hunts it down. NV FlyQuest can only rely now on Thea. Spike in hand could teleport out, but who would await her is Joe, and she doesn't know what could await her on the other side. But Thea has blossomed so much as that young player who was scouted so long before. Now that confident caller, NV FlyQuest trusting in her and what she believes to be possible. But Michaela, what a shot.
Yeah, nice little 1v1 there to end it out. And now they're kind of split across that because they've lost a player so early. This should be easy right now for Envy to take, but as mentioned before, they're not playing soft sight.
Oh, and that's the beauty of having a Brimstone. This is just going to be such a good ult to lock down a site. NV FlyQuest had the fake. The re-hit is still successful.
Spike planted.
Only the orbital strike used there from Carly. On the flank, though, here comes Michaela. Benji waiting for the time to pinch in. Right at the corner is EGGSTER. Oh, quick shift. Benji readjusts. This is good, but you need to see Michaela have an impact here, and tough to dance against Poppin like that. 5-2 now for NV FlyQuest. And for friendships where you're able to ask something of someone else on the team. Joe, very daring, are we? 31 HP, lives to tell the tale. We got the dimensional drift involved, and EGGSTER shows face. Cards are on the table now. How did Carly respond? Lurking ahead, hearing something. EGGSTER knocking at the door before anyone even seems to be home, but Benji punishes EGGSTER. That was a risk he was willing to take. Now the doors are closed, and Carly, we're all just grouped up waiting for what the call is. How they're gonna try and break into this. It starts with the boombot, Mephisto with the Bucky, hoping to dance at close range. Confirms that onto Poppin. Space, real estate for Carly to work with. The rest of NV FlyQuest will play time, will play the distance. And Jazzy is revealed now the position into Octagon. Ev even still has a flash. They want to make sure they have some presence. The spike is planted in front, so they'll always be able to see that diffuser. And Joe will be able to maintain that operator.
The last round of the half, the dog is going to spot Mephisto, kind of stuck, force the TP most likely, or forces out the showstopper, but this is a nice bait being done by NV FlyQuest to start.
Ooh, EGGSTER respecting that ult. Everyone tucking away. Got a lot of good resources out of Carly, but Joe still gets the first blood with the charge, and Ev is something else. Seekers out, double kill. The B hit is there, and Carly, especially Benji, has to buy time. Has the orbital strike to play off of too. Decides last minute to throw it out. Forces NV FlyQuest forward. They're on the hunt. And Joe has no way to escape. But the spike is still on its way. So Munch could have some timing here. Look at this read from NV FlyQuest, hearing, seeing trouble afoot, and that's the 3rd kill for Ev.
To potentially bring this to that 3rd map of split where you'll have that revenge potential.
Oh my God, Jazzy front and center back into her duelist shoes. Man, and she is not budging. There is no stopping her in showers. Carly got to take a different route, a fork in the road. Now trying to make it very difficult to traverse, but Monge, oh my God, the 3rd, even when her teammates try to take her kill. Now that's a round I was not expecting, from a 5 versus 3 to now we're all even. Ev's in trouble though. 2 in showers, Benji 1 shot away from falling. And Carly now have to re-clear elsewhere in this. They got time to do it, but Poppin could be on the chase to cut them off.
Toxins going up.
You're gonna hear all of this though, and the rotate from Poppin. So it will be easy. I think you're trying to cut it knife out at the same time, but also just going to have to wait for Ev to meet up with Poppin so they can really get that timing through. Oof. Advantage is back for Envy.
Now Carly
One enemy
being as careful as they can, but not careful enough. Envy FlyQuest, good rotations, Munch under pressure.
Good spot to continue forward now, and that gives her a chance now to listen in to Envy FlyQuest to try to play this anti-eco.
One HP raise.
Can't see.
One HP raise.
I'm volleying close
Shower.
people.
Out shower. All shower. Bingo. All shower.
Bingo,
One HP
bingo.
raise. One HP. So good.
Spike down.
Oh my God. You are feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Holy shit.
The position of all of the single players, so you don't have, like, you can start going for the rotates and whatnot, you know what I mean? So very cool that that happens still now going into the tier 2.
That's 3.
Well, we're about to go into
Map 2.
the next map very soon. Because, man, FlyQuest Envy have hit the jackpot. This is decimation. Was not expecting from a 13-11 scoreline between these two teams to a 13-2. After Carly used both timeouts in that first half, just were unable to put a stop to, well, the run it down style of Envy FlyQuest. But right now she's on the offense, and they're all funneling down short.
Poppin's gonna get caught.
One down.
That's
Easy
gonna
as
open up the
that.
site.
And man, he was a standout, but so was EGGSTER. I feel like the more he mogs, the stronger he gets, right? He was a top fragger last map. He gets to live and even up the odds. But this time, the LYON crew have time on their side. Jazzy's gonna drop and beautifully coordinated to at least get the trade. But this crew LYON, it just had more warm bodies left at the end of the day.
Looking out for information. They might get caught here for Envy FlyQuest.
And Benji's been listening in on to see as well and having to set up going, pinching in. Ev tries to surprise, too many targets. This is the version of Crew LYON we've been waiting to see. One that will not roll over and cower. Now Envy FlyQuest are being humbled, and this bonus soon to be converted. Jazzykins at 7 HP, hoping to just keep this Vandal. As EGGSTER takes so much pressure out of Envy FlyQuest without even needing to lock eyes with this LYON crew, and Mephisto knives are out, converts to. And they will not fear this Envy FlyQuest team, no matter what the score was from the previous map. Ev will get spotted by the turret, the element of mystery gone. Michaela will need to double swing with Monch. Timing critical.
I mean, Benji's contact. They're just gonna let Benji watch her first. The other two will swing out.
That's the trend. Poppin'. First blood, now hoping to chase him down with the Nightfall. Fisto dashing in, not as deep as usual, but still gets the double kill right at the corner as he advances. Nothing can stop this LYON crew when they want a sight. Despite that first blood, needs someone to help Poppin'. And it's Jazzykins that emerges with knives and op in hand. And Thea, paranoia. Tough sight to try and retake.
One enemy remains.
Kayla doesn't have any tools to suppress them, but all you need to do is talk with your gun. Benji is even gonna get an angle behind them. They just wants exits, and Benji is done waiting around.
But now, let's see how Carly's gonna do. See if they can bring this to an 8-0.
Joder, joder.
Tiene que salir.
Claro, pero no den 1v1, no den 1v1, mucho ellos. ¿Vale?
Cuidado, A, cuidado, A.
Vamos
tomar
pegar a
cara?
la- vamos a pegar a la-
Cuidado.
Bien.
Buena.
Pero
Pero
está medio.
Tome tag,
Solo
tome tag.
fixeen, solo fixeen.
Cuidado que
Van a
pueden
pegar.
estar avanzando.
Queda abierto en B.
Solo juntémonos y vamos a ejecutar una punta, boludo.
Uno más B.
Claro,
Uno garage, uno B.
están entregando,
Maduro B.
están entregando.
Toma
B.
una bala, debe de ser.
¿Vamos, B?
No sé, está el Soma B.
Vamos a ver, vamos a ver.
Sí, nos matamos. Es que hemos un... Bueno, sí, metámonos.
Espera el dron, boludo. Voy a
Vamos a
dronar.
derecha, cuidado. Hay que abrir garaje. Flaseo derecha.
Es mío, es mío.
Bien. Me desvío contigo, Mepis.
One enemy remaining.
Cuidado acá. Creo que estás aquí, boludo. No sé si escuché algo.
Vale, bravo.
Open, drop the roll, bro! Don't be selfish!
You should
All or
run.
nothing. Need to at least just get the morale going. One round. It's a lockdown to lockdown Hunter's Fury to try to take down the KJ ults. And Munch, a double kill to stop Envy FlyQuest in their tracks. Only one lockdown remaining, everyone. Oh, the Jet got caught, but it's all a ruse. It's a bait, Nev. We'll still clean up. You're trapped in here with us.
No way.
And what annihilation to defuse halfway. Ev still has one to go. Won't fall for the clone, but the clock will be what takes them out in the end. What a clutch from the Lion crew.
Both Poppin and Ev.
Poppin does not want to be anywhere nearby with the dimensional drift, and
Spike down.
it's too
A.
late to escape. But EGGSTER at least won't make this flawless for Crew Lion. Hopping to the top though, the flank
Player standing.
unsuccessful. Lion crew have such a good understanding of how they want to take the A site now that Poppin isn't all up in their business. Ev at 5 HP. Doing as much. Whoa! What a shot jumping out! Clearing Mephisto. That was impressive. What else can you do though, Monch? Giving a lot of respect to this, wasting Ev's time, hearing the flash behind, and it's the shorty to the face. Mephisto gonna make his route shorter. Being able to dash in to C with knives, but quick peek from Jazzykins eliminates that lurk, so limited options now for this Lion crew. But they've been first-blooded, and guess who's 10-0? But wait, the door has been shut. EGGSTER's front and center. Exploration continues. The Lion crew are not slowing down, cutting through the enemy like butter. Mephisto is put down to the ground, and Joe has the clutch at 1 HP. Jazzykins is on top of it.
Had the crosshair run on Jazzykins as well. Being launched into the C site and then just hold your line.
Envy FlyQuest wasting no time. Dash in, but not checking that left side. That's a critical gap to leave open. And it completely ruins the offense for Envy FlyQuest. It's done and wrapped up just like that. Quick check. The Outlaw. No connection. Envy FlyQuest running it down through all sides, and Mephisto's still able to adjust, reattune as Envy FlyQuest hope to get looks and glimpses and wait for what their lurk can create. Ev found in mid. Now Envy FlyQuest have the troublesome task of re-clearing.
It's gonna be so tough now for Envy FlyQuest because every single one of these rounds are gonna just have to force bind, especially when you get a plant into the first round. Your economy is gonna continue to stay quite low when you're also losing players, and now the
Spike
spike in the
down A.
process. I don't even think we need to talk about an uphill battle anymore for the attack side.
It's just over, yeah. Some desyncs in that play style of how quick Envy FlyQuest were to leave their spike behind. Hoping to make the most out of their initiator util,
30
what little they
seconds
do have. Which I'm just glad Envy FlyQuest are playing initiator. Jazzykins will be left in the dust, and so will the rest. 13-1. Oh, now we're pulling out the fun dances. Okay.
Yeah, a little
Map
bit of a
3 ahead
bolster
of us.
celebration there. It's a little bit nice, but you know, they talked about vibes on that side, Lemon Kiwi on the analyst since yesterday, and crew LYON to try to study and overcome in this map.
Oh, I was gonna say the possible twofer for Michaela to kick things off, but NV FlyQuest will be silenced at the beginning. And remember, guys, these are pub teams, so the structure is gonna be all out of sorts. And look where NV FlyQuest are, mainly EGGSTER. While Poppin's gonna do a Kane Zera cosplay in another round, but the rest of NV FlyQuest will hope to set up. But with the limited members that they have left, it's gonna be hard to hold any space. So they want to get ahead of the game, and waiting for them is Benji. And he's like, I told you they were gonna be there. Double swing confirmed by Monch, but a paranoia is now thrown into the mix from Thea to capitalize on this, but the gun did not do what she wanted. Flying crew really fighting down on that fake, but the jig is up. Benji has to go out kicking and screaming, and now it's a deadly game of Bring Around the Rosie. The two-top is insane. What a shot. What a stop to what looked like soon to be an open sight for the NV FlyQuest squad. It's all up to Poppin. It was part of selling that fake over at A, and now with 7 seconds left, it's all over. Back.
Two players makes it very expensive for FlyQuest NV within this round. Look at this buy.
Oh, and look at that first blood. Poppin was a huge part of that in the previous map, although the scoreline wouldn't tell you that story. Shield towards the right, but Benji, that lurk, you gotta be careful of what he could be up to. Just across the board, the way that Flying Crew trusts in each other to pull off these solo plays, and Michaela is still a menace. Will ward everyone away with the Prowler, and no revenge for NV FlyQuest.
If there's no timeout, this has to be a call, at least from Thea, within the future rounds to just add that pressure onto the A side. As they're playing a little bit more passively and just leaving that gap. Michaela's been disrespecting it and getting great value on the last two pushes. So that might force a little bit of a slower default now.
What an angle. Monch at 10 HP still gets value. You love to see it. 2 versus 2. Top of heaven. Menace flash out. NV FlyQuest tuck in. Keep safe. Now wanting to watch
30
screens.
seconds left.
Kind of bait out this engagement. And Jazzy finds the angle, and it's just Joe. But will it be Joe W? He's got 11 HP. And Jazzykins, who cares what role she fills? She still frags.
That disrespect is still coming out from the side of crew LYON for pushing out towards this A site. And that funnels
Gamble's
everybody into
stacking out.
Mephisto with the stinger, though.
Flying Crew just hoping to bail each other out. Not giving up on this walk up into garage. Being aware that the flash could be deadly, and Poppin', that plot armor stays strong. And NV FlyQuest even teleport in. They're wasting no time. Flying Crew will be around the corner with a Viper's Pit, but how much you really want to invest in... Oh, wait! Wait, these sheriffs are doing work. But it's a pretty significant dent, but is this salvageable from Monch at 26 HP? Finding an alternative, a
30
different
seconds
path,
left.
but has been spotted by Jazzy. No flash, no paranoia. Just the power of friendship to keep NV FlyQuest afoot.
Straddling a little bit here. Let's try to make sure that we can top off Thea with the heal instead of trying to secure the plant.
We're gonna catch them walking out. I thought Jazzy saw her on the high ground, but maybe imagine they would have rotated after being spotted. Monch, the patience really paying off, and that's why she was the rookie to watch out for at GCC. What a performance, and hoping to go for the clutch, but against the vet of Jazzykins. He's already in prime form in this map. Swing and a strike. That's all Jazzykins needs.
To the A site.
I like the line crew reinforcing Benji. On the left side, as you pointed. Prone, and it's NV FlyQuest stopped in their tracks. thinking it was looking open. Now they have to try and wrap around through the high ground.
Here.
As the spike gets set up at the front too, is
Spike
EGGSTER.
planted.
Ready to converge into screens. The dog is going to reveal shots from both sides. The flash, EGGSTER just keeps them anchored. And the double swing is out. EGGSTER takes care of business before Mom's trades.
Standing.
Thea in a 1 versus 2 on the high ground.
I'll plan it for her.
One enemy remaining.
Launch and Benji is left to keep the and it's just a prank. There it is. Thea clutches.
We're all trying to figure out what's going to happen after. Once we came back here, we were playing a little bit of a slideshow going through, and then in the end, I don't know if everybody's talking to each other. I wonder if the whole server was actually lagged out. Now we resume. It is back into an eco for crew line, and they still have a chance here to do an impact and keep the economy low from the side of FlyQuest Envy.
Oh, there's like 3 around the corner, and Mephisto still got away with that. But now silence, no showstopper, just kill contracts and kills for Poppin'. Being able to pop back out, tucked in. Benji greets them with open arms. And with the assistance of Michaela from the top side, the Lion crew trying to shut the door on this round and Poppin' against the world. The wall had it coming, I swear. But a 3K, the plot armor up. Now that's been cracked. The reload. Oh, the mind games. And a almost ace for Poppin'. But Joe shows up just in time. Wipe the space to try and puncture through for Lion crew. Now Joe's gonna pop their own dimensional drift and just assess the positioning. Who's within the Viper's pit? Who could be elsewhere? And well, Thea goes unaccounted for, and EGGSTER takes things in his own hands with the judge being the bodyguard at the front. Wrapping around subtly is this deadly raise to bring down the Viper's pit. And Mephisto, they have just swung this in Lion Crew's favor. The defuse, the double stack, Thea's there in time.
Very nicely played by Thea. Makes a lot of noise, gets spotted by the boombot, yet is still able to convert 2 kills to save the round once again for FlyQuest.
Gonna start at B and at A. This is a trend that Lion Crew are starting to mark. And look at their reads. They are set up, ready to greet this. The Seekers will guide NB FlyQuest into the site, teleporting in with the Yoru, and EGGSTER is found early. Thought they had time to set up. And the Nightfall rains in on this offense. They were just more focused on the high ground, and Poppin' gets the job done. And now within the site, coming through ramp, NB FlyQuest could be getting out rotated here. And that was a real chance for Benji to strike. Now it's Joe's turn, and a headshot, almost a second. Damage being done, spotted. So many cutoffs. This time it's Mephisto that'll check them at the door. And the pat down and the thrifty in favor of the Lion Crew.
So on the defense, they still have flashes to work with, which they didn't have last time around, so that would help them for these type of fights.
Jazzykins waits for someone to capitalize off of that flash close and affecting Mephisto, but it doesn't matter. Lion Crew just synergize well and clutch under pressure. That's what matters. Beautiful opening to this pistol, leaving Thea in a 1 versus 5.
Min-maxing. Even drops the spike, allowing Mephisto to pick up the orb, go for a plant, and get a flawless in the end for Manchin. And did
Kayla's
some
gonna be
damage there.
tested again. Yeah. Oh, the drop down. Shaky aim because of that for Mephisto. Ending at A seems to be the case. And a raid boss, that's EGGSTER, a top performer for this team. Knows his agent like the back of his hand. It's gonna keep everyone from Lion Crew so anchored. Jazzykins could be pressed. Thinks she's got a sense of security because of these smokes, and Benji is wrapping around with the Bucky with the spike. That could be a dangerous spot to drop it.
Marked one.
You hear the rotations from B. This Lion Crew are very stuck on how to bail themselves out of the situation. A 4K for EGGSTER there.
Economy is going to be good for the side of NV FlyQuest for this round and the next.
Big ol' hug, still traded. Poppin' Kind of like what he did on Haven. Likes to condition the team to expect the unexpected, to keep you on your toes at the extremities of the map.
Beautiful.
And the spike is dropped.
down, B.
A huge play, and the clone gets shot. EGGSTER has a heads up. There's trouble around the corner, and Joe has to salvage this. He at least tries to pick up the spike and silently walk away. And you can't say the same about Benji. Tried to make his way into B and open up things for his objective player. Joe has to address what the only thing he knows, which was a player to his right, quick to turn, but not enough in the tank. She'll pair up with Poppin to go for a kill contract if they were to sense some trouble. But Lion Crew is trying to sell that fake towards B, and EGGSTER is going to call that out. Lion Crew don't want to waste any more time acting this out. Teleporting in, Benji gets ahead, and Poppin
Oh my
with the
God.
shield! He ruins all of their plans! And Lion Crew just try to get access to the high ground. Some advantage to work with, despite not
Last player
any warm
standing.
bodies to keep this going. What a round from NB FlyQuest.
Signature rankers right there. It looks like it's very puggy in a sense, but they're trying to go for that capture into the ult once again to just cancel out Mephisto's showstopper. Thankfully, the pathing's different, but it allows... Oh, he still gets a kill from the grave.
Revenge is sweet. I can't believe Mephisto got away with that. And now the Lion Crew, well, that doesn't seem to be a step in the right direction. Despite the one kill, at least Ev won't be able to Viper's Pit and kill contract thrown from Poppin, kidnaps Benji. How is he gonna do? He just watches him playing with his food.
Both of them dropping over 20 kills in this last map of the series. Not another one to the tally, and another one.
And another one. Okay, DJ Khaled, but wait.
I was gonna say, it's DJ Mephisto too.
Okay, the twofer. Love to see that. Lion Crew need anything and everything they can get. Trailing behind. After having that 6-6 half, this is very deja vu from being almost able to come back to being silenced permanently, being down a person with no ults, but at least a paranoia, away from Mephisto to satchel in. First time playing together, but it's do or die.
And it was the biggest fight that was needed there for Monch back towards that A site. If she could have won that, it opens up the A site for them to rotate over on that spot. Now instead, you have to play into silence, contact play the whole time, which gives an advantage for somebody playing in an off angle to at least get one and make it even more difficult for the side of Crew Line to be able to close out this round. So another smoke to try to fake towards heaven. They walk
30
towards
seconds
screens.
left.
Poppin
But
knows.
Poppin's already waiting, yeah. Grab orb, ult. Okay, that's good. It's over.
Stone cold and doesn't even need to blink, but if you blink, you miss it. 13-8. NV FlyQuest have ended it, and they're going to the grand final.
Big play coming out there on that last round. So dogging for information, moving forward to pick up the orb, confirming the last two players are nowhere near that B site with the Seekers, and Envy. They turn it around from a slow